Alright, y'all, I don't know, just doing random stuff. Alright, so I'm doing this live because I know a lot of y'all kind of was asking questions about technician jobs and how to fix things and fixing printers and all that kind of stuff. So I'm gonna go through this printer here. I had it for a while, and I was supposed to fix it for like, I don't know, about 2 months now. I have it sitting down, and I'm gonna try to figure out what's wrong with it. So let me go through all the different parts, and y'all can ask questions while I do it. Right, first thing first, I had to put it on top of a table so that you'll be able to see it better. Alright, so there's my little center table. Some people call it a coffee table. And let's see if we can get see if I can get it stand high enough so that all you can see. Right. So yeah, so there's the printer here. This is brother. First thing you need to know on a printer, you must always know the model number, because the model number will tell you the different things that you need to get in terms of if you need to download drivers, if you need to download updates or anything like that. You should know the model number. Oh, it's real dusty, but yeah, I used it in a while. There's a touchscreen printer, which makes life a whole lot easier because you don't have to press buttons up and down. But that's basically it. It has Wi-Fi on it, but I'm not really testing that. I want to get the actual paper to print, right? So I did a little test page and it works. So the first thing I want to show you all is the different types of ink that you're supposed to have. In a printer, you have 3 different colors in an inkjet. I hope you're seeing properly. Hey Bismarck, nice to see you. Right, so you have M is for magenta, C is cyan, and Y is yellow. With these 3 colors, you could make any color that you want. Normally in normal colors we use RGB, red, green and blue, but in printers you use magenta, cyan and yellow. Hi DeAndre, I saw you. And then BK is for black. So if I wanted to change the ink, because I have it's telling me that the cyan low and the yellow is low, I have to get to the ink in the printer now. So in this particular printer, to get to the ink you have to pull down the side here. And when you pull down the side, you will see the 3 different colors. Now remember, if you all remember when we were doing inkjet printers and whatnot, your inkjet printer actually shoots ink at the paper. So where the ink actually comes from is inside these little thingies here. So watch this. This here actually shoots ink out. So underneath here is a little nozzle. This nozzle here is where the ink will shoot out from. So if I put my finger inside there, you kind of see that it will shoot out from there. And in order for the ink to be to shoot out at a particular speed, it needs a circuit. So you see this chip here will connect to the printer and it will show you. This will connect to the electrical part, and the electrical signals will be sent on this circuit here. I hope the focus working good here. It will be sent on this circuit, and the electrical signals will tell this thing here how much ink to shoot out. So when you go down and shoot out the ink, it's going to get the electrical signals from it. So all 3 of them will have the electrical signals. And if you look inside there, you would see where the white nozzle here, because it's going just like that, the white nozzles connect to this thing inside there, and that'll be the different colors, right? So to take out the cartridges, I could take out this one. This will be the blue, but we don't call it blue. This one is called cyan. Cyan is the color, because cyan is like a shade of blue. And then this one is yellow. So these three colors here, this will make any color that I want on a printer. And then of course the black will be the biggest one, because more than likely you're gonna spend more time printing black than yellow and blue. Yellow, cyan, and magenta. So black will always be the biggest. So look at it inside there. You're seeing where the actual ink is go on the nozzle. And if I touch there, you'll see the color will come out on my finger, because it's looking like curry, right? But it's actually the ink. And this is the ink that is spit out onto the paper in very, very, very small amounts. So that's the inside of the inkjet printer there, right? All you have any questions? Ask me before I close this back up. So I could get the color of the magenta, which is there. Seeing that? And I could get the color of the blue cyan, which is there. It's the kind of dark blue. It's looking like I went to vote or some kind of thing like that, right? And then the black, of course, will be black. So it's actually colors, right? So remember, all three of these colors are what you put together to get a print taking place. So that's that, and then I'll put this back here, and I'll put this one back here. If I had to change the ink, but I don't have the ink cartridges to change right now, so hard luck. Ooh, I'll put that one upside down, my bad. Right, I'll put it in like that, right, good. And then once they clip back, all of them will be okay, and then I can close back the ink cover. So next thing I gotta look for now is the actual tray. Oh, another thing this printer have is that you could put the SD card straight in, or you could plug in a USB cable or a flash drive, and it could print straight to your flash drive, or you could print straight to the card. Most modern printers will have the ability to do that now, because that's make life a little easier. Right, so now it asks me if I change the cartridge. Now, when you change the cartridge, it's going to have to ask you, did you change it, because it wants to know if to set back the values to full. But I didn't change it, so I'm going to select no, because then it'll be a liner, because it'll think the cartridge full, and then this would report that the cyan and the yellow change when it didn't actually change. So I'll leave it just like that. Alright, so let me see if I can get on the inside now for you, so you can see what's going on the inside. Alright, so this is kind of like inside what it will look like, and I try not to mash it up because I actually want to fix it, but I want you all to see how the thing does work now. Right, so look at this here. This here is right behind where the ink goes in. So normally the ink, remember the ink cartridge is going here, so if I just go up a little bit, you'd see that inside here I have this kind of sponge thingy. The purpose of this sponge thingy is to absorb the excess ink that going out. I guess, yeah, it's most likely to absorb the excess ink, and it has absorbed a lot. Whew, yeah. Alright, good. So that's where the ink goes, and now I'm trying to show you the part where the USB cable for the computer will go inside here, and will come out through here, and then you'll be able to connect it. You could connect it to a network, which is the network cable here. So this is for Ethernet. You can see that here. Alright, yeah, so you have an Ethernet cable and you have a USB cable. That, and then inside here now is where the actual printer thingy, the ribbon will move, but I can't get it open just like that. Alright, okay, cool. Alright, so these here are the ribbons that connect to the circuit boards, and these circuit boards these ribbons will carry the information about what has to print where and how it's going to get to where it needs to get to, and how much times it's going to print. So I'll put this back on, and let's see if I could get a test print to work. because it wasn't printing earlier. Hold on, I need 2 hands for this. Oh. Come tripod, behave yourself, right? Oh yeah, I think I mashed it up. Did I? No, I didn't. Just go back on now, please, thanks. Much appreciated. I did not clip them back properly. Okay, alright, I get to clip back properly. So I'm gonna put this one back on now. Which is here. You have to kind of be careful to wedge it in properly. Right, so most people ask a lot of the times how you learn things like this. Usually when you get a job as a technician, fixing printers is one of the major things I have to do in our office, because in our office printing stuff is extremely important and they usually depend on technicians to fix it a lot. So I just fix so much printers in my life. Bismarck, so you ever open up one of the ink cartridges? Yeah, I opened up an ink cartridge already. It wasn't pretty. It's basically just, it'd be like food coloring all over the place. And that food coloring just stain everything. So you kind of don't want to open up an ink cartridge. But of course, when you experiment, and you would open it up for fun. Because it is fun. Just expensive kind of fun. Right, good. So I get that back on. Right. So now I'm going to try to see if I could get it to print. In order for it to be... The problem that I had before, it wasn't printing because the paper wasn't pulling properly. So I'm going to make sure that I have the paper in properly in this tray. This tray 1. And then I'm going to make sure I have paper inside tray 2. And now we're going into test print, right? So inside the settings, what was the initial issue? The initial issue was it wasn't printing, I guess. Right, so I'm going into settings. Yeah, sorry about that. Right here. Switching back the camera so all you can see, right? So I'm going into settings and all settings. Right, good. So we're in settings. Well, you can see that there, right? Okay, good. So in settings, I want to get the all settings, and I'm going to, usually in order to test to see if a page is printing. Hi Sherry, I'm just kind of going through the basics of troubleshooting our printer. Right, so now I want to check to see, I want to print reports, right? When you go to print reports, you will see all the different types of reports that you can have. Usually the report that you want to print to test to see if it's working properly is you want to print user settings. When you're printing user settings, it will basically tell you everything about the printer on one page. So if I click OK, it should try to print. And if you listen carefully, it pull in the page from tray 1. And when it's done, it will kind of spit it out here. So I want to catch it on this. No, I want to catch it here. Right. Let's see if that working. It looked like a page trying to come out here. So what happening is that the ink cartridges, it's sending the ink and the ink going back and forth on the paper, and it's trying to print along the top of it. And then when it's done, the rollers will basically push the ink, the paper out. But it's taking real long to print this one page, but okay, look, I got a page, right? So what the page is going to say, the page telling me a few things. I'll put it on the ground so you can see better. Right, so the page telling me the type of paper I have in tray 1, the volume of paper. Again, next page. Yeah. Right, it doesn't have anything set. Right, so the type of paper in tray 1 is plain paper, next one is letter, next one is legal. So the first tray is letter size paper, next one is paper. It also telling me, it have a speaker volume, all kind of thing. Speaker volume is medium, backlight, and all that stuff medium. Oh, it's upside down, my bad, sorry. Yeah. Alright, I think I fixed it now. My phone kind of auto-rotate. Yeah, I fixed the upside down thing, right? I am sorry. Right, so now I'm looking at all the different features. So the first part will be the printer setting. Next one will be the fax setting. Then I have the date and time. You realize that the date and time set to 2013. So this will most likely be the this will be like the manufacture date. So I need to change the date to whenever I do things, it will always have the correct time zone. The time zone wrong. Local language, English, right? Then it have fax information and then network information. So it's not connected to any network. So the good thing is I get it to print one page. Now let's go to the settings now and see what other things I could do. Now, after you get to print, the next thing that I want to test to make sure you could do is to see if it could copy, right? So how copiers work now is you take the page and you put it on top of this glass. This glass here have a big light underneath it. I don't know if you could see the light. Like right inside here has a light that's passed. That's why our copiers have that bright light. So when I put this here, this white thing that I have on top here is kind of like a piece of paper. What you're gonna do is you're gonna create complete darkness. When you close it, it's gonna create complete darkness so that all the light will be able to see is this piece of paper. So you will see that sheet of paper and then I could copy it. So now I'm gonna try and do a copy and see if it's copying properly. So I'm going to click on copy and the options will be black. So I could do a color copy or a black copy, but because I don't have any this don't have any colored ink, I'm going to do a black copy. So I click black and what it's going to do is it's going to scan. So the light going to start from here, scan all the way down, and wherever the light reflects, it will think that is the edge of the paper. And then once it finishes scanning, it will go back down to the end. And then hopefully it should take a page from here, telling me that I do have enough paper. Let's see if that's true. Yes, I actually don't have any paper in here. So now I put a page in. So I put in a sheet of paper. Alright, I just put in a sheet of paper. And now I put it inside. I reload the paper, then I press OK. Let's see if it makes a copy of what I just put in. If it made a copy, that would be... Yeah, you hear that noise there? That's a problem. If I press OK... Alright, so something wrong. It have a paper jam. So when there's a paper jam, it have one or two places the paper jam could be. In the front, I think this was the problem. You'll either have a paper jam inside here, or the paper jam will be in the back. So let me get to the back now. Behind the printer, you're going to see a next door that you could open. And you open it up like that, and you would be able to see that the paper, you see the paper stuck there. So it have this little door at the back. And I can just open the door and then pull this down, and then I'll see the paper that actually stuck there. So now to get the paper out, I have to put my hand and take it out like that. Oh my, yeah. You see how the paper get butchered there? Yeah, that's definitely a problem. So I'm most likely going to have to figure out what is causing the paper jam, because that's probably the issue that I had before. Alright, so now we know the problem is that the printer has a paper jam issue. So I'll probably have to take out this second tray. What causes the paper jam? Usually what causes the paper jam is a roller issue, right? I'm just not trying to read the comments. The comments gone, right? Good. Yeah, who was asking, buddy? If I could do a 3D printer now. Did somebody say paper jam? Live chat. Right, yeah, Sherry asked what causes the paper jam. But normally what will cause a paper jam would be the rollers that inside the printer, right? So I'm going to try to turn it over so that you all can see what's happening underneath here. Alright, so underneath here you have these things called rollers, right? So look at this here. You see the roller here? Right. This roller is actually a kind of material that will fall down, right? When it falls and it rolls, it will kind of grab the paper because it's made of like rubber. You know, like if you take a rubber band and you drag it on a piece of paper, the rubber band will pull the paper. Right. So the same thing happens with that. So this here is supposed to fall down and then roll. And when it rolls, it'll pull the paper up this way, and then the paper will go into the printer part that's up here, and it will print. So there are two rollers. There's one for that tray, and there's one inside here for the next tray. So apparently there's a problem inside here, right there, that's stopping the printer from pulling the paper properly. So more than likely, usually it's had to change the roller. And in order to do that, I'm gonna have to open it up a little more. But opening it up will take long, so I wouldn't do that. Then there's a next set of rollers here. You see this one? This is the roller that will pass the paper through when it's finished. And they have these little brushes with the brushes has little bristles. And the little bristles, they make it easy for you to clean off the paper after, make sure nothing will stick. So I'll stop the video now, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go inside here and try to figure out if these rollers working properly, and then I'll probably update you all on Instagram about if it work or not. So any questions before I end the live day? This is my first time doing a tutorial live, so these are things that I'll probably want to do in life. Because remember, I told you all I'll start to show you all things about how our printers work and how sorry, I click a link. So this printer old. Now this printer kind of old. It's a 2013 printer. If you watch the information on it, it says that the printer, most likely the date that it was manufactured would have been the 1st of January 2013. So yeah, it could be about 6 years old. But then again, in Trinidad, we always get old stuff. So it's very possible that the information would have been there before. 3D printer. You wanted to watch? Or if I could do a 3D, getting a 3D printer, Time King is real. A 3D printer real expensive. So you don't really get to play around with a 3D printer that much. So yeah, so I'm gonna test that, and I'll update all you on Instagram about how it goes. But thanks for coming. Next time I'm fixing a computer, I will Time King, you could tell me a 3D printer not expensive? What 3D printer are you talking about? How much for it, sir? Google Ender 3? Yeah. No, yeah, but tell me how much fit. Nobody gonna pay money for a 3D printer just to take it apart. 180 US. Well, I don't know where you working or how much money you does where you just get money and thing, but I not gonna pay 7 times like $1,200, like more than 1,000 TT for a printer just to mash it up. No, to me that's considered expensive, Time King. But if you want to buy it and donate it to me so that I could do videos disassembling it and show you how it does work, go right ahead. I will cool it up. So this is the message for the paper jam. I'll just show all of this before I go. Open the back cover and slowly remove the paper, which is what I did, because that's how you just get rid of paper jam. And now I press X and the printer will try to reset and say, hey, I think I'm okay. Yeah, yeah, Spanish. I real into like rebuilding things and fixing stuff. Alright, so the paper jam's still there, so I'm gonna have to take that out now. But I'll end the live, and or you can ask me questions about it later on Instagram, or you could put comments on the video if you want. Nah man, tell me buy a live printer. Buy a 3D printer just so I can mash it up, and then say it's 180 US. So that's cheap. Are they good, yes? Are they good? I tell you so. I good day. Thanks for tuning in for 26 minutes of your life. I hope you learned something in the process.